Hello and welcome to another Budget Builds episode, where today we'll be taking a look at the Single X mouse. This mouse costs, well, £1 and comes with this nice purple packaging, which is very convenient to open, as the back just opens straight away, which is quite nice for a mouse of this cheap quality. Now, oddly enough, this is the first new product we've reviewed on this channel, so let's see how it fares. Size-wise, it's very similar to that of my Logitech M175 that I reviewed only a little while ago, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. The cable length is 130cm long, as the packaging would suggest, and it is this exact length. It comes with a USB 2.0 M piece, which conveniently fits into any USB port on the front or back of your device. As for testing how the mouse performs, I'll be playing CSGO, which seems my go-to game to test these types of devices. My first comment about it is how cheap it feels to hold. It lacks any weight or strength to it, and my Logitech just feels so much nicer to hold and doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart like this mouse does. The mouse did feature a nifty USB light, which lights up as the mouse moves. This is just the internal optic being used, as the transparent and cheap casing allows the red light to pass through it. It did however prove to be a little bit annoying sometimes, as the sensor appears to be overly sensitive and continues to flash even when I wasn't moving the mouse, something that many people may find to be distracting, and as a worst case scenario avoids any epileptics from purchasing such a low cost product. Of course, if your end goal here is to give someone a fit, then this mouse may be the perfect gift for someone. Responsiveness across the desktop worked fine, and although it wasn't as nice as my standard mouse, it was fine for just going across and performing basic tasks. However, the sensor did tend to jolt a little bit too far sometimes, but for £1 I wasn't intending to argue with this. The scroll wheel just fell off and was a pain in the ass to click down as it was too firm. I also had to reposition my hand to get a firm enough grip on it and scroll down. It wasn't terrible, but if you had larger hands than mine, you'd likely find this issue all the more apparent. As for the gaming performance, it was, well, usable, but don't expect too much as it's not as good as other mice, and the obnoxious LEDs and uncomfortable button spacing make it more of an issue than I first expected, as I lack the quick response times needed in some games, especially CSGO. So, should you buy it? Well, if you really need a mouse and you only have £1 to spend, sure, it works, and yes, it is lightweight and small. But seriously, you won't be winning any competitive matches in games, and I'd seriously recommend something better. I mean, even just buying used could be worth it. But for general desktop use, yes, it is completely fine, but the cheap build quality may annoy you, and I can't really speak about the longevity of the product as I've only used it for a day and I don't think it will last much longer. But thank you very much for watching, good night! And if you enjoyed this video, why don't you like and subscribe for more, because I can always run down to Poundland and pick up some more crap like this to test.